Student ID 19436790. When the spacebar is pressed, the player displays the fire animation displaying the bow briefly, and an arrow is fired in the direction the player is facing. Whether it's left, bottom, up, or right. The arrow hits a tree and it stops moving and remains stuck in the tree where it gets hit. Then it disappears after 5 seconds. If the arrow hits an enemy, the enemy displays the dead animation and is removed from the game. The player is added dynamically at random location at the beginning of each level. So this is the second level of the game, where the difficulty has increased. As you can see that there are 2 more enemies than before. As you can see that not only the player, the trees, but and also the enemies are appearing at random locations. When all, as we saw in the first stage, when all the enemies were killed, you won, or a winning message is shown, and an option that says if you want to continue to the next level. The player's fire rate is limited every half a second by repeatedly pressing the space bar. It should only allow 2 arrows a second. The enemies have 2 animations, appear and hide. It is so that the enemies appear and hide at random intervals. They should not be able to be shot when hidden. As we can see that the enemies are shooting at the player in the direction the player is at, and you can also notice that the arrows are not exactly moving in the same in the 90 degrees, but they can shoot at any direction they wish to. As we can see that each time the player is getting hit by the enemy, the player is stopping to move. It gets inactive for 2 seconds, and as you can see that the life that we had in the top right bottom of the screen is getting lower and lower. And now when finally the third time the enemy hits the player, a dead animation is shown of the player and the game is over. And when we click on OK, the game starts from the beginning. Thank you.